Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Greatly Grant channel. In this channel, we are talking about the UAG grant updates and information, and also we are also going to be updating you on the Theobarth and IMF and other grant informations. If you are new on this channel, consider subscribing so that when next we publish our next video, you will be kindly notified. Thank you once again for having me on Greatly channel. Bye for now.
We thank the Lord for a wonderful Sunday morning, and it's been back and forth on information, and we just don't know which one to actually pin it down to right now, but we are still within the week of our updates, and it's a new week. It's a lit day in this week, and importantly, we need to clear the air and setting the record straight based on recent updates that we have coming from different quarters. Then I think yesterday, Andy Bride also dropped a particular long-worded note concerning kickstarting of disbursement, which we need to fine-tune and put some clarity into that for the sake of everyone that is following, whether spiritually, physically, or logically, so that we can get a balance all through from beginning to the end. Now, this is Princess. In case you're new, do kindly subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on vital update. When we drop one, you have one. I'll be with you just in a moment. Don't touch the dial. All right, welcome back. Still on course, and we know that in the past few weeks there have been so many messages flying around about the UAAG grant and when disbursement is going to finally reach the people. Some say that it has started, just like we want to get off from this on Andy Bride submission, and some say we should wait for the IMF team to arrive the country, and some don't just know what to believe anymore. So this confusion, yes, is understandable, especially when large sums of money are involved. And the process is long and also secretive. At this time, people will naturally begin to believe any kind of thing, any sorts, or some other sectors begin to doubt the process. And that's why today's update is meant to do two things. First, to give a clear picture of what is really going on in the disbursement sector and with the disbursement categories, and also secondly, to explain why many of you in the grassroots haven't heard or seen anything yet, despite a lot of information concerning disbursement kickstarting, or in one wing or the other wing, and what have you, region, sectors, and all that. So why this does not necessarily mean nothing is also happening. We're going to see how to dissect this, and also the words of Andy Bride concerning disbursement. We're going to see how to put justice to that. So let us go step by step so that everyone, whether you according to his word claim to be in category A, B, or C, can also follow along without guesswork. Now, part of the things that he peddled, that he submitted, was that that of the structure, that UAS grant distribution through the Pioneer channel is going to be happening in three main categories, and each category has its own recipients, timeline, and also purpose. He mentioned that category A, which are the major or stakeholders, which includes the top level Pioneer members, who are described as the major stakeholders, and according to the current information, that their disbursement started on Tuesday, which was the 5th of August. That's what Andy Bright maintained, and he kept saying that the disbursement of the Category A kickstarted on the 5th of August, which was Tuesday. And the idea here, beg your pardon, is that these are the people who have some larger slot holdings within the ecosystem, and disbursement for Category A were expected to last for 72 hours, which is 3 days, meaning they would have ended on Thursday, which was 7th of August. That should be last week, according to Andy Bright. And then Category B, which are the major pioneer slot sellers, whose disbursement supposed to begin on Friday, which was 8th August, and is expected to end on Tuesday, 12th of August. That means we are still within the wing of Category B disbursement cycle. And these were the people who sold large number of pioneer slots to the members or to the masses. And the challenge here is that most ordinary members will not easily know who these major slot sellers are, because such details are also usually kept confidential and private. And then this secrecy is part of the reason why the grassroots members haven't seen much evidence yet, according to him. And even though Category B disbursements might be ongoing, that the recipients are not always public about it. And then the Category C, according to him, were the grassroots members, which is, according to him, is the stage that most of you people are waiting for disbursement, which covers all legitimate grassroots subscribers to the UAAG grant through the Pioneer channel. And if the 72-hour gap, if the 72-hour gap, which is the 3 days gap between each category, is correct, then the Category C, which is the major grassroots masses or members, should begin on Wednesday, the 13th of August, and run through Friday, the 15th of August. This is when people across towns and villages should begin receiving their funds directly, according to Andy Bright's submission. Now, that why haven't you heard much about what's going on yet? He said the reason is what he wants to peddle right now. The Category A and B are not public facing stages, according to his submission, that the recipients within these categories A and B may receive payments quietly and privately without making announcements. And the bride still talking. Now, secondly, that no official IMF confirmation yet. A lot of people are concerned because the IMF team, which some believe is responsible for the oversight of this exercise, has not officially returned or issued a statement regarding this. And if their involvement is very much needed and essential, then the idea of disbursement already starting feels questionable to me. Of course it does. One wing says the IMF team is on ground, and that the other team that is saying they're not on ground, they are dreaming, because we've long passed that hurdle. The other wing says that they are not yet on ground, and we will not be here to tell you lies. If they are not here, they are not here yet. They are still being awaited. So conclusively on that matter, the concern right now is that the team are yet to be on ground fully, because their oversight functions cannot be under or overestimated. They have not officially returned to the country, and they didn't issue an official statement to this effect that disbursement is flagging off or has flagged off or would yet flag off at so time or date. Now, there is too much reliance on inside updates. We're trying to constructively criticize some of this Andy-Bright message and delivery now, so that you can get the gist behind all of these submissions. Now, most of the current reports are coming from individual claiming to have inside knowledge. While they may be telling the truth, without independent verification, it remains difficult to confirm for the public. Then this truth happens to or appears to be their truth and not the official truth. If they are telling the truth and they tell you, okay, forget about this one, all right, this one says, okay, this is what we know from the inside. This one says, you don't forget about this one. This one says believes in this one, and they are their truth. As long as we didn't hear an official communication coming from the management of the sanctuary world or from the IMF team themselves, those truth remains their truth. And we can't so channel such truths to the public and say, well, this is the public awareness right now and it's for their consumption. Now, the possible delays or overlaps, just because the category A is said to have ended doesn't mean that category B starts immediately. In reality, there may be internal delays that no one outside the top leadership hears about it. This is one of the things that Andy Bright keeps peddling and projecting. I don't even know whose source is Andy Bright to talk in all confidence with disbursement, kickstarting at different times and all that. Now, one of the most repeated phrases within this announcement has to be the 3-day gap, that existed, which does not mean that disbursement is not ongoing. Now, according to him, one of the biggest challenge here I'm seeing is lack of communication officially. When leadership relies on whispers, on private chats and information from some informal sources to give people the update, people in the grassroots department are always left in the loo and they are confused. And for a grant that affects so many lives, definitely there should be a proof of first stage disbursement with a recipient consent, which is definitely going to build the trust of the masses. There should be regular question and answers, update to address rumors and also fake news within the ecosystem. But instead, we have a situation where the grassroots are told, don't worry, it's happening. You just can't see it yet. It's classified. Now, while we know that this may be true, some of the information are classified, yet it is not the most confidence-inspiring approach that should be adopted right now within the ecosystem. Then, now talking about actually what concerns the masses. According to Andy Bright, he said if you are in category C, which is the grassroots members, that the earliest you might see something, if this plan is accurate and there are no more delays, is mid next week. Now, but I want you to remember that this is still based on unverified timeline. This is Andy Bright truth. This is Andy Bright's truth. So I feel like we need to stay unperturbed by a lot of information flying. There's overcomplication. Within the entire system. No acknowledgement of skepticism. It doesn't address the fact that people are already doubting the process due to the IMF absence and repeated delays, dates that have been fixed and left to fizzle out, to treat themselves, the footer date, the inconsistencies with the narratives, and this makes a lot of confusions. It does. So going forward, on a final word, it's important that we have hope, because it keeps us motivated in hard times, in these hard times, uncertain times. But also, hope without clarity can also build some level of mistrust. The current disbursement narrative may have its own truth, partly true or premature. But until there is an official publication that confirms from the grant authority that disbursement is in vogue or has flagged off, or there are visible proof of payments to grassroots members, which are the real deal here, those that are the major people involved in these categories, you can't say disbursement has started. It is wise to remain very hopeful, but it's also wise to be realistic. Yes. So when it says that the masses should keep their eyes open around Wednesday to Friday next week, also prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself for known possible flickering or shifting, as it were. Official communication is of essence. That's what is most important right now. Patience is not just waiting, it's waiting with the right information, and the right information is what will separate genuine updates from empty rumors in the days ahead of us. So if you want if you want to know, just keep still within the channel and expect to know what is going on at a time like this, what would come up later, and what we are supposed to feed our spirit